Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In Grace Buckingham's office, she tells Taylor it's doubtful that she has heart failure. Taylor's confused. You're telling me that it's broken heart pattern? Grace says yes. Taylor declares that to be ridiculous. Grace is confident that's what they're dealing with then. She points out the croaker. Overseas didn't do follow-up tests, or he'd have ruled out heart failure. Taylor shakes her head and informs Grace, you're wrong. In Forrester's main office, Steffy negotiates a cover shoot with Liam for Spencer Publications. She gets everything she wants. Liam smiles and asks how it's been having Taylor back home. She says it's the stylish. They laugh that all Kelly addresses about these days is her grandmother. She idolizes her. Liam thinks she's at the age where she forms core recollections. Steffy thinks her mama wants to make an impact on them and spend as important time with her grandchildren as she can. At Bill's place, he tells Brooke that Katie shut him down hardcore. Brooke's surprised. Bill says she has ain't made peace with his old jest. Brooke recaps, Katie doesn't want to be with you because of me. Bill says Katie has her guard up and he can't denounce her for that. Still, he thinks this is the perfect occasion to put their family back together. Brooke observes that Katie's just not ready to do that. Bill says she can't trust her heart with him. Brooke says, because of me. Bill replies, because of us. Brooke tells Bill she's sorry, she knows how important he adores Katie. Bill pouts that he'd so numerous plans for them. The one thing he can't do is take back what he did. He hurt Katie so poorly, she may no way completely trust him again. Brooke decides she should talk to Katie, she can get through to her. Bill is an awful man and anyone would be lucky to have him their life. Bill thanks Brooke for seeing the good in him. I appreciate you. Bill tells Brooke he's concerned about her. She says she and Ridge are happy. He asks why there's been no marriage, no circus. Brooke says they don't need a piece of paper to prove they love each other. So, you don't have to worry. Bill asks, indeed though Taylor is back in city? In the main office, Liam observes that Taylor has been burning the candle at both ends for a long time now. They bandy her not liking to plant her bases in the same place for too long. Steffy says commodity seems different this time. Whatever it is, it's good. It's drawn her back home where she belongs. Steffy confides that there's another reason her mama is there. Liam prodigies if the reason rhymes with fridge. Steffy says that's up to them, but it's frustrating knowing they're picking the wrong person and delaying the ineluctable. Liam reminds her that the woman in her father's life right now is Brooke. Taylor's about to walk out of Grace's office, but the croaker insists that broken heart pattern has real physical goods. Women can have cardiac symptoms after menopause as well. She has not blocked highways or heart damage. But if not addressed duly, it could pose a trouble to the future. However, she could have a full recovery if she's careful. As Ridge cheers that Taylor's not going to die, she confronts Buckingham. I'm a psychiatrist, Grace. Don't you suppose I would know? She's an expert in her field and she's telling her this is all psychosomatic? She scoffs, broken heart pattern? What a joke. With that, she walks out. At the Precipice House, Ridge argues with Taylor about Grace, who's one of the stylish cardiologists in the country. Taylor says her proposition is defective. The study of broken heart pattern makes her feel foolish and weak. Ridge points out she has all the symptoms. It's veritably real and reparable. Taylor denies she's suffering from this. Ridge says it's not like her to stick her head in the beach. Taylor's not accepting this. Grace is way off base to suggest this is all in her mind. Ridge says she tutored him the mind and body are connected. It's not commodity she can ignore, it's veritably dangerous. In the main office, Steffy tells Liam her mama's been through a lot. Losing Phoebe, losing her father to Brooke. Liam thinks she's an expert in navigating tough times. Steffy says she had to, and she dived it all with quality and grace. They agree she's a force. Steffi says there's nothing her mama can't handle. That's why she's so good at helping people. She believes her mama deserves to have it all. Liam asks, including your pater. At Bill's, he reminds Brooke that Ridge and Taylor have a family together. Brooke tells him what he's inferring is preposterous. She and Ridge are so close. Bill points out there's no commitment. I imagine that Ridge has been spending a lot of time with Taylor recently. Brooke says of course, they've a family as he said. Bill bets that Ridge is with Taylor as they speak. At the Precipice house, Taylor thinks Grace is insinuating that she's still in love with him. Ridge says this is reparable. It's not the right time to fight with the croaker. Because she doesn't want to face what's going on with her. Taylor scoffs at the idea that she has a broken heart, like her heart stopped the day he went out of the door with Brooke. She hollers at Ridge about his pride. That's not what this is, it can't be. He tells her, you're alive. Take that. She'll be around for times, but only if she faces this head on. Taylor warns him not to tell anyone about this, including Brooke. Ridge agrees. Taylor asks, how did I get then? Ridge takes her hands, I don't know, but you're not then alone. I'm then with you. Always. They embrace. We've been constantly told over the times that Taylor is a brilliant psychiatrist, no doubt one of the smartest characters on the oil. So to have her wandering around allowing she's dying after supposedly being told so by some random European croaker. And also adding her own tone opinion makes her look, in a word, dumb. This was especially funny when Taylor claimed, I live in the world of rational study and wisdom. In any case, before in the week we realized that Taylor wasn't going anywhere. Why? Because the show spent plutocrat on gorgeous new prints of portrayer Rebecca Budig for the opening credits. A picture may be worth 1,000 words, but those loudly cried 3 Taylor's not dying. I can't help allowing that Bill might have had better luck with Katie if he'd suggested that she let him prove he's changed. Rather of hey, let's reunite our family, he might have said, let's launch having daily family nights, see where effects go. But Brooke Stallion tripped right in there and soiled effects up. Of course, that was fully necessary so that we could shuffle up the loves. Sure, it might be nice to try commodity new, but why do that when we can put Taylor and Ridge back together, pushing Bill right back into the arms of Brooke? After all, we were told about 50 times this week that Katie is only Bill's true love when Brooke's not available. And unless I miss my mark, Brooke's about to come veritably available. Speaking of Brooke and Bill, I wonder if that secret coitus room he directed still exists. You know, the one just off his office? I liked seeing Grace again, and it was nice reminding us that her son, Paris, is engaged to Ridge and Taylor's son, Thomas. But indeed, as these scenes were unfolding, we got further of Carter and Hope flirting. While they've great chemistry, I simply don't know what we're supposed to make of Hope at this point. There's obviously a huge Hope/Thomas Paris story to be played out, yet for some reason they're choosing to keep the developer and his soon-to-be bride over at Forrester International. Meanwhile, Hope's apologizing to Steffi, putatively relatively sincere and admitting she's now embarrassed about having crushed on Finn. So are we to assume that story, too, is done?